Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Aishwarya Jaju and I am a chartered accountant by profession. Just trying to make your taxes a little bit simpler. So today's topic of discussion is the ITR forms that were recently notified by CBDT. Multiple ITR forms were notified and आज हम लोग जो डिस्कस करने वाले हैं वो स्पेसिफिकली ITR 1 है. So we will be discussing कि ITR 1 किन लोगों पे एप्लीकेबल होता है, कौन से केसेस में ये एप्लीकेबल नहीं हो सकता, दैट इज कौन से केसेस में आप ITR 1 नहीं भर सकते हो. वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग what are the changes as compared to the previous year that the notification has brought in the forms for this year and topics around this. So touching on our first point कि ITR 1 किसके लिए applicable है. So this is applicable for individuals having their income from salary sources, pension, or you have some other sources income. You have a rental income flowing in from one house property only. If you have more than one house property, you cannot file ITR 1. Next, the recent change, and I would say a very big change in ITR 1 is that you can also report your capital gains from this year onwards. Let's understand this change. तो पहले होता था ऐसे कि कैपिटल गेन्स अगर होते थे तो इट वाज क्लियर कि ITR 1 तो नहीं भर सकते. बट व्हाट CBDT हैज डन नाउ इज कि आप ITR 1 में अगर आपके पास कैपिटल गेन्स है अप टू 1.25 लाख रुपीस तो आप ITR 1 भर सकते हो. इसमें कैच 2-3 चीजों में है. अगर आपके पास कोई ब्रॉड फॉरवर्ड लॉसेस है पिछले साल के, या फिर आपके पास इस साल के लॉसेस है जो आपको अगले साल कैरी फॉरवर्ड करने हैं, यू कैन नॉट फाइल ITR 1 इन बोथ द केसेस. ऑल्सो if you have some capital gains more than 1.25 lakhs, that is more than the exemption limit, you cannot file ITR 1. This gain has to be long term capital gain of course, because long term capital gain में ही ये 1.25 lakhs का exemption मिलता है. So now that we have understood कि कौन से assessees है जो ITR 1 भर सकते हैं, let's just quickly glance through कि कौन से assessees है जो ITR 1 नहीं भर सकते. So if you're a director in any company, if you are having your capital gains more than 1.25 lakhs, if you have any short-term capital gain, if you have income from the legal betting, gambling, lottery, etc., if you're a person who has transacted in short-term capital gains and you have some options or futures being traded, you cannot file ITR 1. Also, if your salary income is more than 50 lakhs, you cannot file ITR 1. These are the few cases, of course not the exhaustive list. This is just an indicative list कि ये लोगों के लिए ITR 1 applicable नहीं है. ITR 1 या फिर जिसको सहज कहते हैं, इसमें कुछ रिपोर्टिंग चेंजेस भी आए हैं इस साल. The reporting changes are like TDS जो है आपको डिटेल्ड मैनर में रिपोर्ट करना है. Just to have a transparency between the assessee and the department, this notification is brought in. डिडक्शंस आपको स्पेसिफाई करने हैं, ATC वाले या ATD वाले, वॉट एवर इट इज, यू हैव टू स्पेसिफाई ईच डिडक्शन. दीज आर द फ्यू माइनर रिपोर्टिंग चेंजेस दैट हैव बीन डन इन द नोटिफिकेशन फॉर ITR 1. सो नाउ दैट वी हैव अंडरस्टूड कि किसके लिए एप्लीकेबल है एंड कौन ये ITR नहीं भर सकता है, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट ऑल डॉक्यूमेंट्स यू शुड स्टार्ट कोलेटिंग बिफोर द यूटिलिटी कम्स अप. सो नोटिफिकेशन तो आ गया है कि चेंजेस क्या है, पर अब तक यूटिलिटी पेंडिंग है डिपार्टमेंट के साइड से, विच इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू कम विद इन अ वीक और सो. तो बिफोर द यूटिलिटी कम्स, द documents that you should start collating, so that you can file the ITR once the utility is floated in are आपका form 16, your TDS related information. Say for example आपका कोई FD वगैरह चल रहा है बैंक के साथ, you get an interest certificate. So interest certificate you will have to collate. The home loan interest certificate, that is आपका principal amount और home loan के तरफ आपका interest amount कितना deduct हुआ है, you need a home loan certificate. It's known as the home loan certificate or home loan interest certificate. By different banks there is different name for the document. Rest the things that you have to collate is from other sources if you have any income details related to that. Exempt income if any, say for example you have PPF, the PPF passbook should be updated because 31st March को interest credit होता है, the interest is exempt, so that has to be reported. Other than that, if you have rent that is received, all you can do is just calculate actual rent received throughout the year, etc. So ये सब चीजें अगर आप ready करके रखते हो, it will be comparatively quite easier to file your ITR once the utilities come up. Next, I would say कि deadline जो है ITR file करने का is 31st of July. Why you need to be careful about this? To avoid your late fees, to avoid the interest penalties, to avoid the last minute rush, because we see कि जुलाई में काफी site slow हो जाती है. So it's better as soon as the utilities come up, start filing your returns slowly and steadily. ITR 1 at least it's quite easy compared to the other ITRs where you have capital gains and all calculations to be done. So if you are a person eligible for ITR 1, I would say कि documents collect कर लो and start filing once the utilities come up. Now, another thing that is, by default, the tax regime, as we had discussed in the previous video, what is the old and the new regime, and we had also discussed कि new regime अब default हो चुकी है कि if you don't select anything, the calculations are done as per the new regime. So, if you are a person who wants to go for the old regime, you will have to specifically select that in the form, because by default calculations will be done as per the new tax regime. So this is all for today's video. If you found the information useful, if you found this video insightful, I would say कि आपके दोस्तों के साथ, आपके ऑफिस कलीग्स के साथ इसको शेयर करो, information spread करो. Collate the documents, file your ITR within the due date to avoid the late fees and penalties. That's all for today's video. Like, share, subscribe and comment down. If you have any doubts, I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you. Have a great weekend.